Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. So no one else can do what you do.
Hi! Okay, so this is my YouTube channel. Hey! Hi you guys! Welcome to my first YouTube video for Tittabun Collective. Okay, so a quick introduction about me. My name is Nikki and I am the creator and founder of Tittabun Collective. So a little bit about my brand. So Tittabun Collective was started in 2020 in the beginning of the year. It is a clothing and embroidery company and all the designs are designed by myself and they're inspired on my Filipino background and growing up in Hawaii. Inspired by my family, the beauty and the culture of the nature and the people of Hawaii and the Philippines, connecting back to my roots and also creating community along the way. Yay! Awesome. So for today's first video, we are gonna talk about starting a business during a pandemic. A panorama! Stick around because I'm gonna be giving y'all tips and also be talking about my experience along the way and everything I've learned from starting a business, from an idea to actually selling stuff online. Alright y'all, so I have a total of 5 tips. Just a tip. I have a total of 5 tips for y'all today that I wrote down on my iPad so I don't forget, because you know once this starts rolling I'ma just like forget everything I ever knew. So the first tip that we have here on starting your business during 2020 or in a pandemic or in general, to be honest, is stop contemplating. So Tittabun Collective was merely an idea that started even before the pandemic even happened. I knew that I wanted to build a community because it was almost my time to graduate and I was like, okay, once I graduate and find a job, I'm not gonna have like this community that I had at school or like the chance to like meet other people kind of in a way, because for some reason I felt like I knew in my mind that I was gonna be in a space that's different and that's not really organized to help people build community, which is kind of weird to think about when you're going into like the workplace, but it's true from my experience. And I was like, which is true, which ended up, because I'm working in corporate America right now, which is like the complete opposite of the small business community, and there isn't really much opportunity to foster relationships like there was in college or in school or in spaces where a lot of young people are together and given the chance to be creative. So Tittabun started as just a mere idea, and I knew that I wanted to do embroidery even though I had no experience, I had no machine, and I also wanted to do clothing because I had a passion for design and art, and that felt like a really good medium to kind of get it out there. So also going along with stop contemplating is also just like getting your ass off the ground and doing it. It seems like a really hard thing to do, and it is, but once you get started, it's like all full force just. So the idea of Tittabun was born in 2019. So Tittabun, like I had the website and stuff, I had some ideas, I had some pieces of clothes, and I started the Instagram first off of anything, but I had the pieces of clothes that I knew that I wanted to sell, but like the drop was kind of all over the place. Like I had my mission in place, my mission and goal, but my brand and my like aesthetic, I guess, wasn't fully there. Like if you look at my first drop, I had like a really bright pink shirt with some cows on it, and then like a blue shirt with like an octopus on it. It was like really random. My first drop was all over the place, but I knew that I had the mission behind like where my clothes was coming from and what my designs are coming from. It was just the execution wasn't really there, but that's okay. Like that's the first step, is that you need to just like fucking do this shit. And once you get the like the grind, you feel the grind and you feel the positive energy coming from other people, that's when it's like boom, boom, boom. Okay, this leads into my second tip. It's, well, what the fuck is it? The second tip is passion drives success. I kind of talked about that in the last tip, but passion is literally what people see when they see your brand. They're like, okay, what you're saying is actually believable. Like, you want to build community and people see that. You want to do X, Y, and Z and people see that. So going back to my story about when I first started and how I kind of announced to people that Tittabun was gonna be a thing was Instagram. So I started the Instagram before anything else. And I was like, oh my God, like, I had my logo on it. I had like my welcome to my page. And I was like, oh my God, like if this flops, this is gonna be so embarrassing. Like, I was afraid no one was gonna follow me. I was afraid like people were just gonna like point and laugh. Like it wasn't cute. I was like, whatever, I'll just do it. I'll just do it anyway, because you know what? Instagram, like I fucking love Instagram, you know? It's like, how else are people gonna see my products and like get it out there? Let's make a business page. Let's follow a bunch of people and a bunch of your friends. And people saw it and they fucking loved it. And they were like, okay, I'm with you. And once you have people with you, it's like, okay, that's the affirmation. That's the cushion I needed. What is it called actually? It's like the reassurance. It's kind of like the reassurance that you have people behind you that support you to push you forward. But yeah, passion is definitely something that you need. If you want to start a business, find something that you're really into, something that you're actually gonna like doing, because at the end of the day, if you could work, why don't you just work for somebody else? Like if you're gonna work for yourself, make sure it's something you like doing, you know? Like if you end up hating something you create, then what's the point? It's like clocking into a 9 to 5. Like, ain't nobody trying to do that, you know? But if your small business or like your hobby feels like a 9 to 5, then is it really a hobby? Okay, tip number 3 is find what's in your way and balance it the fuck out. So 2020, you know, the pandemic was like at her peak. I was also a senior in college doing all like my senior shit. I was working a part-time job and I was like, okay, how the fuck am I gonna start a small business? And I was like, how am I supposed to fund my passion? Think about what's holding you back. Like, is it work? Is it time? Is it money? But then think about what I literally just fucking said. Passion. Passion drives success. Like, starting is a great point, but also make sure to keep time for yourself, for your other priorities, because once those start to flop, it'll feel like your balance is just like everywhere. You can't handle everything. Personally, that's how I felt. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to do Tittabun anymore. Like, I have to all this other shit to do. And I just had to kind of grind and get my shit back together, because I knew how much I loved Tittabun and wanted to see it strive. But I couldn't really do that without, you know, getting my degree, getting my bag up. So that's something I kind of had to switch up on, is my mentality and my balance. And I feel like too, in general, even though like, even if you don't have a small business, balance is something that's really important, especially balancing like work and life. Like, you want to make sure that you're still having time to just fuck around and play around. Not to get cheesy, but it's also like, fuck it, bro. Just fucking post that shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that was tip number 3. So tip number 4 is forget the idea of doing shit by yourself. When it comes to creating community and like spreading your business and spreading your passion, is definitely about other people. Because at the end of the day, you're selling this product to other people. And you want to make sure that you have a connection between who you're selling it to. Like, who's your audience? Like, why are you talking to these people? Why are you creating this design? And why should someone buy it? or why are you creating this product, and why should they take my money, you know? And that is something that, again, social media plays such a big role, is that people get to see who you are and your presence. So I remember my first small business friend, Lex, Designs by Lexi. So I made a TikTok about one of my videos or one of my designs, and she hit me up in the DMs and was like, hey, let's be friends, or something like that. But ever since that, I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my God, my first small business friend, let's go. And then there's so many other ways that like the small business community kind of reaches out, and it's such like a safe space, you know? Like once you do your first giveaway with a bunch of people, it's like, oh my God, I want to do more. And then your first pop-up, and it's like, oh my God, I want to do more. And it's just kind of like the energy is kind of given and received off one another, and the vibes are just so beautiful. And they're also small business owners, so they know the struggle. Like they know the issues with shipping, they know the issues with like putting orders together. If you want to fucking rant about balance and how hard it is to be like, I know some girls that are like moms, parents, work full-time, work 2 or 3 jobs, and still got this hustle on the side. And you know, you gotta applaud them for that, because at the end of the day, y'all are doing this together. Y'all are creating a community together, and that's fucking beautiful. Tip number 5. This is the last tip, and it is, what is it? Stay active, constant growth, and stepping out of your comfort zone. So again, like I said, I guess all these tips kind of just blend into one tip, because they all kind of trail off each other. Anyways, tip number 5. So the moment you start is literally the moment you step out of your comfort zone. Like, how many people do you know that create a small business or like run their own shit? Like, that's stepping out of your comfort zone, because I bet y'all never did that before. I never did that before. Like, every day that I'm doing it, I learn something new. And from where I was about a year ago is not where I am today. So another tip within my tip is to keep your feed relevant and keep it kind of cute. Don't ghost for a long time. Like, stay constant, stay relevant, like keep people updated on what you're working on. Like, if you post a custom, that can also lead someone to being like, oh my God, I want a custom. And again, like, don't be afraid to post. Like, this isn't your Insta. Like, on my real Insta, I be posting like once every blue moon, once every Mercury in retrograde. I be posting like, I'm not even alive. But on Tittabun's account, on my business account, I'll try to post like every other day, just to keep my feed relevant, or just to like pop up on other people's page. You know, it's like staying active. Plus, there's like so many outlets of social media. Like, fucking make a TikTok, like create a Facebook, Instagram, a Facebook business page. Like, create a blog post, update your email subscription list. This is all things I need to do, but the possibilities are endless. That was fucking cheesy. So that was my 5 tips. At the end of the day, pandemic or not, which we are in a pandemic, so mask up, bitch. At the end of the day, it kind of just starts with you putting your passion out there and not being afraid to fucking send it. I'm very grateful to have the community and people that have supported me throughout the launch of Tittabun to where it is today, and I'm excited to see where the next step is for it. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, bye. I have a mirror like right here. Wait. So I can see if I'm recording, because sometimes, you know, it will go off or something. Okay, bye.